While hiking on the Florida Trail yesterday, February the 16th, 2025, I ran across a campsite at a trailhead, and lo and behold, it was Nimblewill Nomad. As I approached and introduced myself, he asked me to sit down. He had a nice fire going. I loved his campsite, and he was very open and very cordial, and I really enjoyed this conversation with the famous 87-year-old now Nimblewill Nomad. Here's the 11-minute conversation.
If you got the app now for the Continental Divide and you don't see a blaze, you can just open your app and it'll say, well, it's 20 feet over there. You're off 20 feet.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
oh yeah,
that's a little less than 17 miles.
And sometimes it's a little off, and it'll screw you up.
Yeah, it's there though. My goodness.
Absolutely. I've missed a turn, and I use the app, and I see my little blue dots here, and the trail's over there. I'll bush wide.
I see what happened. Yeah, so you correct right
or
away.
go back. Yeah, it's
When I did my 21 hike, when I broke that age record in 21, the folks at Gut Hook, Ryan, owns Gut Hook, or it's far out now. They sponsored me, and they gave me all the apps for that hike, and I used them. I mean, a lot.
It's so handy because.
And on the AT, I mean, if you get lost on the AT, there's something wrong. There's something definitely wrong.
Well, I've taken a wrong turn a couple of times, but nothing major. And in the app,
and it wasn't
corrected
the marking probably either. You just were looking down at your feet or something.
Exactly.
Not paying attention.
Yeah. For some reason, I have a tendency to look down.
What you're going to find through here now is the trail hasn't burned. So if you see a little strip of leaves or a little duff that hasn't burned. The other thing, if you're off trail a little, it'll be a little spongy. And the trail is not spongy. The trail's packed down. So if you get over where it's a little spongy, you say, well, I think this is trail, but it's not hard. That ain't trail.
Yep.
So those two little clues, watch for the strip of unburned, and if it's a little spongy, you're not on the trail.
Those are good ones. And is it trail? It goes this way, doesn't it?
You'll go right back to my sign there, and you'll pick it up there.
Oh, it goes right there.
It goes right off here.
See, I'm already lost.
Right, you're starting in, and this is what you're going to go through now.
Yeah, until I get to Osceola River.
Well, it's burned all down through the rises and sinks.
You'll
be in and out. There's some sections here that are nice, but most of it's been burned. But you'll enjoy it. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, and I got the app. I'm not going to get lost very much. I'm not worried about getting lost. I'm just wanting to make.
Well, you're just going to kind of stumble around a little, and you'll get right back on, but you're going to get frustrated with it, and you just deal with it.
Yep. So how long you camping here, right here?
Let's see, tomorrow. I'm going to stay here. Everything's closed tomorrow. You're not going to be able. Well, I talked to you about the river.
Right.
Tomorrow's a holiday, and I don't want to. I'll leave probably Tuesday sometime, and then I'm going to go on west. I moved up here from the Big Scrub in the Ocala. I was supporting hikers down there in the Big Scrub, and everybody pretty much came through. So now I moved up here, and I've been here, and pretty much everybody were either already through here or they're coming through now. And I'm going to move on west, out west of Tallahassee someplace on the other side of
what's this big swamp area?
Bradwell Bay.
Bradwell Bay.
I could very well go out, and there's a couple, that's a good suggestion. There's a couple of trailheads there where you can park. I may just go, right at the beginning of Bradwell.
I might see you then, because it's right after St. Mark's, isn't it? Or
yeah, I'm going to have to look, because I want to go west a ways past St. Mark's. I want to get out there a ways.
Right.
I have to look and see how far it is out to Bradwell. If it's like 100 miles out there, that's where I'm going to go. If it's 100 miles from St. Mark's, I'll be out there at Bradwell.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the hikers will appreciate it, and I'm sure they really enjoy seeing
they
a legend.
Thank me, and they think it's a big deal because I'm helping them. I'm helping myself. I just want to be in the mix.
Yeah.
And get the energy. We talked about this a while ago. I mean, the energy in this is just intense.
Right.
and it just carries me, lifts me up, keeps me happy and joyful, and I got a good attitude again, and these people have been through all this damn rain and mess and stuff, and they're happy. They all come in here happy and smiling today. That was a hell of a storm this morning.
Oh, all those young people took off, and I'm looking at, if I wait an hour, I think I'm going to miss all of it. But they had 28 miles they had to do, so they took off. But they're young and strong. Tater Tot said she can do 4 miles an hour.
That's like, crazy stuff.
That's
crazy.
I just checked myself on one of those packed sand roads.
You're going to do 2 plus or less. A little over 2, a little less than 2.
I did 1 mile in 3.2, through 3.2 miles in 1 hour, and that is not sustainable for me.
3 and change then.
Yeah.
So you're doing great.
No, that's just one time. I just did it to see what a pace would do.
I could hammer it, what I could do.
Yes, that was me working hard, and it's diminishing returns.
There's folks out here that can knock 4 miles out, and I've watched them, and it looks like they're cruising. They're not humping it. They're just going at their pace and doing a damn 4. I'm thinking, this is crazy. Best I ever did average on a day was 3 and change.
That's
a 20
something.
Mile day. If I could do a 20 mile day and put 3 and change.
And average that? There's no way. A good average for me for a day, if we're doing really good, if I can do 2.5 miles, and that's on the Florida Trail, not on the AT.
See, you're just an old fart.
Yes, I am.
See, I can get away with this. Nobody else could talk to you like that.
That's right.
Bucket, suck it up. You can handle this. Young boy.
Yeah.
Hey, fella.
That makes me feel young.
Hey, youngster.
Being around these younger people make you feel younger, I'll tell you that.
Oh, my goodness. And you see the energy they have and the enthusiasm and the excitement in their face. And, I mean, it just pumps me up big time. The bunch that went through here today just got me lifted right up.
Yeah. And they're all, they've hiked, I think a lot of them have done the Triple Crown and a lot more.
Some of these folks are coming out of Key West, so they're over 1,000 miles.
Yeah, doing the ECT.
Doing the ECT. You familiar with that? Okay. Yeah, you got to go to Key West to do that one.
I watch a lot more videos than I do hike. But I'm getting over, I know I've got over 2,000 miles total with all the hiking I've done.
You're getting there.
Yeah, I've done almost 1,600 with the FT and the AT combined. Art Loeb Trail, Ocean to Lake Trail. Oh, I did the Foothills Trail. That was a good trail.
Well, come up and do the Pinhoti. You'll enjoy the Pinhoti.
You know, it's close for me.
And I'm right there.
That's right. Your base is there.
I was caretaker of Flag for 4 years, and that's the beginning of the Pinhoti. But I made so many friends there. One of the fellas says, "You just come and I don't have a home. I don't have an apartment. I don't own any. This is my house. I've lived out of this thing for 20 years now.
Low rent.
He says, you just come and stay with me." So that's where I'll be. I'll be in Weogufka, which is right at the base of Flag Mountain. But come up, and you'll get good support. There's folks that can shuttle you around, and you'll have a good experience. It's a challenging trail. I mean, folks say, well, there's no good trail in Alabama. Well, you come up and hike our Pinhoti.
I hiked a little segment up there. My wife and I were took our RV and went around the country, and we stopped. And I said, I got to go do a little bit of Pinhoti here. I found just did a day hike.
Yep.
And then we went up to the highest point.
Taste of it at least.
Yeah, the highest point in Alabama. That's probably near where Cheaha, yes. We went up there, and then that's there's some hills
80,
there.
90 miles north of Flag. Cheaha is the highest point on the trail in Alabama. Highest point in Alabama, and the trail goes right over. It's a challenging hike.
Yep. So that may be on my radar. I've been saying
it's 300 miles. So if you want to do a through hike, that'd be a good place to do it.
Yeah.
Just take your time, do a 10-mile day, and do 30 10-mile days, and you got it.
Yeah, I'm still playing with logistics a lot. Like, I want to find a place where it's a decent campsite, and it's within my range, and then find the next one. And so
you'll have a signal all but in maybe 1 or 2 places, so you'll be able to call and text, and you'll have support. There'll be places where you can get into a Dollar General, or somebody will pick you up and take you in to town. You can get resupply, go get a shower once in a while, stay at a motel. There's all of that all along up through there. We have what we call trail towns that have adopted the Pinhoti Trail.
Good.
And so they welcome hikers into their communities. And yeah, I'd just urge you to go.
Okay. All right.
Maybe not the next one, but put that on your radar.
Right.
And you know what you're doing then? You're working on the Eastern Continental Trail.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I will make it. The problem I see is the whites. That looks like it's tough. The whites.
The presidentials and they're
Yeah.
It's
So, but
it's
I don't
difficult.
care. I'm just enjoying
It's
hiking. I'm not trying to. You know,
Have you
now
done have you done any of the GSM, Great Smoky Mountains? You been up in them? There's some challenging trail in through there.
I have a dream that the Colorado Trail. I'd like to attempt that, and I was thinking maybe
That's not
this
so
year.
difficult. You do fine if you want to do the Colorado, and
Oh,
that's
really?
not that long a trail.
Well, the big thing that you don't know about is how your body, for everybody's different, will handle the elevation.
You go out and adapt to it. You don't just go jump
Yeah.
on it.
Oh, yeah.
Go out and spend 2 or 3 days at 9,000, and then
Yeah.
you'll be ready. 4 days, whatever it takes. You can tell
Yeah.
when you're not huffing and puffing, just moving around, then you're prepared. But it'll take you. But don't just start out and expect to be able to do it.
Right.
You get up above 9,000, and if you're not acclimated, you're going to have trouble.
Yeah. I've when we were on our vacation, I definitely did a couple of 10,000-foot mountains, but it was during the day. And I think the challenge will be how you do and you spend the night, because
Well, again, if you're acclimated, it's not a problem
Right.
at all.
right.
But you got the exposure because you're going to be up above tree line. Anything above 10,000, you're going to be up in. You're going to be up there.
Yeah.
And you're going to be exposed.
Love this setup that Nimblewill.
Nimblewill.
Nimblewill. I'm going to get that yet.
That's okay.
Great talking to you, man.